And you're still watching Prime Morning. It's time for us to delve into what the newspapers have for us. But then, let's not forget that we do have our topics that we will be discussing. And of course, as we are discussing this, we are still counting down to the number of days that we have to go to the polls. To cast our votes, who are you voting for? Which policies favor you? Who do you think can turn Ghana's fortunes around? Well, that's up to you. When you get to the polling station, your decision is all about who you decide to vote for. You're still watching Prime Morning, like I said earlier. The segment is proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone pepper fee. Whatever gadget you're looking for, whether mobile phones, television sets, CCTV cameras, we've got all of them. All you need to do is to visit any of our shops, or you can download the app on your phone, which is Franco Trading app, or visit our website for further inquiries, www.francotradingenterprise.com. Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone pepper fee. And like I told you earlier, we'll delve into the newspapers and then we'll delve into our topics. Let me welcome our guest this morning. Representing the CPP is Openyin Kwame Jantwa Esquire. Good morning, Openyin.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm very well. I haven't seen you in a while, eh?
Yeah, it's been a while. I know it's been
well.
it's been a while, but I've been coming though.
On this show, I must say.
Okay, so the time that I get here on the show, on Thursday, maybe you would
have left.
Yes, you would have left. Or you would have been on air, so you won't see me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why. And but that's a good reason for that, though. And of course, representing the NDC this morning is today I'm liking your shadow. I told you earlier.
Yeah. We're repping our NDC colors. You know, NDC is a party for the youth, and we've got a lot of youthful policies. So, and most importantly, my flag bearer and the next president, John Dramani Mahama, is starting Accra today.
Boy, you give pressure.
So we have a lot of work to do, and I like your outfit.
Thank you very much.
You should put me on the recipe. Because I've been trying to do it.
You would do. Even if I tell you what to do to lose weight, you would do.
The recipe.
What I'm doing to lose weight.
To lose weight.
Hey, when a woman loses weight, it's not like a man. No. It's totally different.
So I should maintain it there.
Don't go there.
His name is E.A. Matududu Jr. and he's representing the NDC this morning. Of course, we are still waiting for our rep from the NPP who will be joining us very, very soon. Before then, I want you to know what topics we are discussing. Today, we are going to take a look at the debate that, IEA is trying to organize for us to have the flag bearers of the two main political parties in Ghana. But we are seeing or hearing from the opposition that they are not interested in that particular debate. The current president of Ghana is saying that he thinks that the former president or the flag bearer of the NDC is just running away from this debate because he's scared of debating Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. We'll take a look at that. And then we'll also take a look at Galamsey, which is a menace, and we all have to join forces to fight it. Now, there are people who have said that, oh, I'm just a citizen and there's not much I can do. It's up to the government to fight it. But it's up to us as citizens and not spectators to push the government to fight it. How is the fight going down? Scientists are telling us now that it will take 300 years or more to fix our soil. That's how bad our soil situation is currently. We're going to talk about that. We need you to be a part of the conversation. 055-157-5757, 055-157-5757. Now, yesterday, NDC didn't also hear the best of news since one of their candidates trying to vie to go to Parliament has been disqualified by the EC because there is an injunction on her. We'll talk briefly about that as well because it's currently the trending issue. I'll start on with the Daily Graphic newspaper. The Daily Graphic newspaper. Obuasi Tech wins 2024 STEM Innovation Contest. Team Greed stop Galamsey, Central Regional Minister says so. Abysmal Black Stars need rescue after 42 years trophy drought. Now, I don't know, I'm seeing pictures of the Minister for Youth and Sports, that's Honorable Mustafa Yusuf. His picture is here. Kurt Okreku, president of GFA's picture is here. And Otoado, who is a Black Stars coach, picture is here as well. So who's supposed to go? All or some? Open you, who's supposed to go?
I don't think the coach should go.
I think Kurt should go.
I'm think,
sorry.
They need to give the coach time to gel with the boys on the team. The GFA, That's a big question. So how many times have we changed coaches in this administration of the GFA? Quite a number of times. And also when the GFA president is also heavily into football, there could be a conflict of interest. So it's up to the powers that be to decide.
Wow. What about you, Metal? Who should go?
So everyone, all of them should go.
All three should go?
All of them should go. You know, but then I think that most of the responsibility lies on the GFA, because sometimes you can't blame the coach. If the foundation of the football in Ghana is weak, these are the results that we are going to get. Our coast football is in a mess. Our inter-schools football is in a mess. Even our Premier League is in a mess. People prefer to play other African countries' Premier League. Today, people are playing Sudan. People are playing Egypt. People are playing Morocco. They prefer that to Ghana. Ghana Premier League, those times, as and Kotoko. So if your foundation is weak, you can't even get, look at Black Meteors today, look at Satellites. You can't get the young ones to feed into the national teams. All of them should go.
Okay, I'll do the New Republic newspaper next. The New Republic. High Court holds ballot printing, amidst mourners' legal battle. We know that the next hearing, yesterday was the first hearing, the next hearing is on the 21st of this month. And so we are hoping to get, final results on it, because Bernard is saying, he's still insisting that the EC didn't give him an opportunity to correct his wrongs. Mahama gallops ahead in polls, leaving Bawumia behind in NPP's race. Memoir of fake coup plot, former ACP Benjamin Agojo exposes despotic regime. Senate Premier crumbling, deterioration reveals pension fund oversight failure. That's all for the New Republic newspaper. Our final newspaper is the Daily Dispatch newspaper. The Daily Dispatch. Bawumia's soaring popularity will be reflected in the results on December 7th. I'm not bothered by my party's decision to declare my seat vacant, NDC Amenfi Central MP says so. Why are you running away from debating Bawumia? Akufo-Addo teases Mahama. It's quite interesting that we are seeing two of our conversations at the front of the Daily Dispatch newspaper. And so we are delving into this. And I think that we should touch a little bit on the bothering of the Amenfi Central seat, okay? Okay, so before we take a look at that, I just want us to take a look at this video, this particular video, and we'll delve into that conversation before we go into this one.
Whose word can be trusted, who is consistent, and who is clear-minded. And that is why some of us are saying, in fact, the majority of us in Ghana are saying, we want him and Bawumia to debate the issues in our country. Why is John Mahama running away from the debate? Bawumia says he's ready any day for the debate. Why is Mahama running away from the debate? The people of Ghana deserve the debate so they can see, freely, who is doing what and saying what and representing what. Mr. Mahama, which is which? What should the Ghanaian people take from you as your position on the free senior high school? Is it safe with you? Are you going to continue it, or you're going to review it? Are you going to cancel it? None of those do we know from you. Nobody should be allowed to be president who cannot answer these questions straightforward. We need somebody who's reliable.
Wow. Okay, so this is a president's call for the debate. I think we should start the conversation with this one, and then we'll go into the Galamsey conversation, and then we touch a bit on the Amenfi Central seat where the NDC candidate has been disqualified by the EC. Mr. George Aisi, representing the NPP, has joined us. Good morning, Mr. Aisi.
Yeah, good morning.
How are you?
Jocelyn, I'm good.
It's quite strange that today the NPP and the NDC have decided to wear T-shirts.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, we're in the political season,
Okay.
51 days more, and so bold solutions we need to tell the
Okay, so yours is bold
Yeah, bold
solutions,
solutions.
and yours is a picture of John Dramani Mahama.
The surest hope for Ghanaians.
So are we going to see more T-shirts all the time?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, but in this particular season, even your outfit communicates. So we're leaving no stone unturned. Even if I don't tell the people, the viewers, anything, just looking at me, you know that you have to vote for John Dramani Mahama.
Hey. Yes, so when it's called season, Openyi, you didn't wear your own.
Then be bold and come for debate.
Okay, all right. So talking about the debate, let me.
I didn't wear my own.
You didn't wear your own.
He's repping Ghanaians, strictly African.
Talking about the debate, you saw a video of the president calling on John Dramani Mahama, who is the flag bearer of the NDC, for a debate between himself and the current flag bearer of the NPP, that's Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Of course, people are actually speaking about it. Some people are for the debate, others are against the debate. Why? Because in 2016, the same president was called upon for the same debate and he declined. In 2020, same thing, he declined again. So it's quite strange, the same person who actually declined these debates, not once, but twice, is the same person calling for a debate from this man. And he is not saying he's debating the man. He's saying that his flag bearer should debate the man. Opinion, Janswa, I'll start this with you. Your take on it, please.
Good morning to our viewers. Agroniform. I don't see this debate thing as something that shifts elections. I thought what the president should have done was to talk about those positive things that he's done and look at the vision of Vice President Bawumia going forward, what he's going to do, and how it would change the lives of the people. Debate, they always debate, don't they? This one says this and this one comes to respond. This one says, throughout this election period, Dr. Bawumia will say something and then former President Mahama would also, on the FHS, what did President Mahama say? He said, if anybody feels he's going to stop, if anybody tells you that he, John Mahama, son of Idi Mahama, is going to stop free SHS, tell the person he's a bloody liar. Isn't that debate? So they come together and Dr. Bawumia tells former President Mahama that you're going to, stop NHS, SHS. And he gives him that answer. What shows? What shows? They are debating. Agroniform. Let's see how what you're proposing is going to change the lives of the people. Your former or your past record, let's see how you handled your past record where this country is concerned. Whether you were able to put this country on a sound footing moving forward. And based on what you did, do Ghanaians deserve to give you the mantle to run the country? So I don't see why. Look, for me, the president should be a statesman. He has passed that kind of election and party politicking. He's now moving into to be a statesman. So some of the things he says should be on a statesman, on a statesman basis. President Kufuor, in his last days, did you hear him talk this way? No. Once you transit into another portfolio. So I don't think the debate will come on. How many days to elections? 51 days. 51. They are crisscrossing the country. If you know TV, Nimaka, they put and the debate. If it would have happened about 2-3 months ago. When you go to the IEA, I'm not sure whether Vice President Bawumia or former president has gone to these IEA debates. The last one that was held was with Shamateng. And they hoped to have some with Vice President and former President. I'm not sure whether that will come on. But that is espousing what you want to do.
But do you think it's a necessity as of now?
The debate?
Yeah, the debate.
I don't think it's necessary. You can come and stand there and argue and argue and argue. If you cannot show to Ghanaians that you be able to handle this country, I don't see it. You can come and stand there and say, yeah, I'll do this and win the debate, only to find out that you're really not in control. So I don't see the essence of it. In other countries, yes. In America, even in the UK, they do it. But does it move elections? If people have already made
you don't think it moves elections?
If people have already made their minds up, and probably it's the floating voters. What percentage of floating voters do we have? If people have made their mind up who they are going to vote, nothing you say will change their mind. So I'll go on the form. Let's see what you are going to give.
But
let's see whether your past is able to help Ghanaians.
But in the US, it's said that Kamala Harris gained popularity out of the debate that he had with Donald Trump.
Do you know how long has the Vice President of America been on the scene where politicking is concerned? How many years? 4 years, let's say 6 years, if for nothing at all, when she popped her head up. How many years have these two gentlemen been on the political scene in Ghana? When did Vice President Bawumia come in? 2008.
Yeah, 2008.
When did former president come in? Around that same time. We know them. They are not new. There's nothing that they will show us that is new. They are not new. We all know them. So let's see. Some people think it swings. As I said, probably floating voters. But I don't think that would be the be-all and end-all of somebody trying to vote for a particular party.
What about the first-time voters? We have so many first-time voters.
Well, it would be a shame if the first-time voters haven't sat down to look at the manifesto that are being proposed by the two. It would be a shame. And want to base who they'll vote for with regards to a debate. But you see, we should be very, very careful. From what the president is saying and from what some of the MP people are pushing for the debate, it could turn. That debate could turn. They feel if they debate Mahama, they would get more credence. Mahama feels that you haven't done much. Why should I come and stand and debate you for you to even get some credence? I'm not prepared to do that. Everybody will work to their political advantage. Everybody will use the strategy that they feel they can win votes to work. And if they feel it could help you, or if they feel that it is not worth debating you, they would not do it. You cannot force anybody
to debate.
All right. It is not statutory. It is not in our laws to debate. If it was in our laws to debate, then maybe yes, but it is not.
All right.
It is voluntary.
Okay, thank you very much, Openyi. Jesse, sorry, Ayisi, Mr. Ayisi, forgive me. I don't know why I keep on calling you that. Probably you owe me some money that you haven't given to me.
Yes.
So today I'll take everything. Mr. Ayisi, you're the president. He's all of us, our president. He's calling for this debate. But he, the same person, decided not to debate in 2016 and 2020. So why the sudden turnaround?
Yeah, thank you. Good morning to you. Good morning to my colleagues. Good morning to our viewers and our listeners. It's been a while. It's good to be back on the Thursday morning show. The politics that we're in, this is the political season, and in politics we sell our messages and we sell our candidates and we put our visions across to the people, and they are going to be making their decisions based on who we are and what we put before them. We have different categories of people. The MPP has about solid block 40% that, come what may, they are going to vote for the MPP. The NDC has similar. And we have 20% in between, which the minority parties will take a chunk of, and then the independent people who decide who leads the nation are. And amongst that 20%, most of them are the independent minds. And these people, sometimes you need to engage them constructively. And so that is the remit within which the president is calling for the debate. I disagree with Lawyer Jantua that the president is moving to becoming a statesman, so he shouldn't. He's a politician. He is the president. He was elected on the ticket of a political party. Thus, elections to be held, and the campaign process is going. He cannot take himself out of the campaign. President Kufuor never did that. He was part of the campaign for Nana Addo in 2008. And so Nana Addo is part of the campaign for Dr. Bawumia. He would wish that his vice succeeds him and his party continues to govern because he thinks there's a vision that they're rolling out and Ghanaians will be better served if the MPP continues in office. So, yes, he was involved in the debates prior to him becoming president. And, you know, I remember we had some here. We did the vice presidential in Takoradi Akroma Plaza. I was there. And, you know, later we went to Tamale and all that. You know, it's engaging the people, a section of the people. Are you able to think on your feet? These are some of the reasons for the engaging people in a debate. Are you able to think on your feet? Okay? Because as a president, you're taking decision on behalf of about 31 million other Ghanaians. When it gets to a crunch, will you be able to stand to that? These are part of the things that people will be looking out for.
But 2016, it wasn't so?
Yes. No, 2016, well, whatever be the reasons why he didn't debate, is, you know, you're entitled to, everybody is entitled to it. He is not in the contest now. Okay. And he thinks there are two people who are coming, because when he was coming, you know, he engaged in a debate. Okay, so when you
were
coming...
2012?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but in 2016, he decided not to.
Yes, so that is it. Those who are coming, there are two people who are coming. They are, you know, his is in government, and then the other one, former president, coming back. I think I support the debates because I've said that you need to think on your feet. Again, President Mahama and the NDC believe that this government hasn't performed, right? On the economy, on other sectors. That's the argument. And so in a debate, I disagree again with Lawyer Jantua that it doesn't matter. It matters. If you say, because President Mahama had an initial position on free SSC, he says it was a whimsical promise of a desperate politician. That desperate politician won election and has implemented it. And it's a functional policy today. Program, people 5.7 million and counting have benefited from these policies. Okay? So what is your position? It's proper and right as a politician to stand there and tell Ghanaians I was wrong. Okay? Now I believe and I'm coming to continue with that policy and even rope in the private sector. That's what he said. So then convince them. It's not just enough to just throw it about that anybody who says it's a lie. It's not true. You need to convince people. That is how come the debate is important. Okay?
You think what he's doing, he's not convincing people enough by going on campaign trails and speaking to the people?
Yeah,
he's not convincing
now his
enough?
solid block, he will convince them. They don't need even any convincing. His solid block. So the thing is there, the floating. That is what this thing is. So
but what is the campaigning about? Campaigning is not just campaigning to your people. You're campaigning to everybody.
You see, you campaign all facets. You think they speak about everything when they get to each community. No. Community relevant issues sometimes they touch on. When there's a national debate, the moderators and they sit down and the consultants put the issues together, national issues, okay? And they put in, you know, sections or segments, and then they question you on that. So on your feet, it's not everything, but they touch on almost every aspect so that your ability to respond, okay, and relate it to the contents of your manifesto and your vision, then the people will begin to say, okay, we have a sharp person who will be able, in crunch time, will be able to stand to his feet, like Winston Churchill. In difficult times, he was there for the people of Great Britain.
A minute more, please.
Yes, so these are matters that we think we need to be engaging in. So the president has talked about it. What is the position of the former president in Galamsey? Because he said things and he said other things again. What is the, which is flip-flopping. What is the position of the former president on free education, okay, at the secondary level? What is it? Let's get into the debate and you speak. The economy, you say it's not been properly managed. He sits in Ghana and he says it's because of the incompetence or mismanagement of this government. He gets to Harvard and he admits there was a pandemic.
But let me ask you.
So
let me
in
ask
a
you.
debate,
Yeah.
we
We have less than 30 seconds.
Yes,
I just want to
yes,
ask you
yes,
this.
yes, it's
Now, debates or getting the work done. What are Ghanaians
Both,
for?
both. It's a compendium of issues that you need to put across to the Ghanaian people. You get it? So, yes, put the issue, get it done. So how are you going to do it?
Okay.
Because I remember when we said we were going to do free SHA, they said, come and tell us the cost immediately.
And you didn't do it?
We did.
Okay.
Okay, President Akufo-Addo said with Stevens,
But he didn't debate it. He didn't debate it. He didn't debate in 2016. He didn't debate in 2020.
He implemented from 2008 when he mooted the free SHA. He's been engaged. That is what even pushed President Mahama to do the scam progressive free SHA.
All right, thank you very much. Let me bring.
If you ask me how many people benefit free SHA, I can give you numbers.
Okay, your time is up. I'll bring you back into the conversation, please. Yeah.
So look at the state of the economy. If they had debated, would it have changed anything? That debate. And looking at the state of the economy.
Yes,
look at the state of the economy. If they are debated, the NPP have come into power 2016, 2020. Look at the state of the economy. We owe 769 billion in debt.
Okay.
Will the debate have sorted that?
Anyway.
Every American
I don't want to talk about America. I'm talking about Ghana.
It's inconsequential.
Let me bring E.A. Metal Jr. into the conversation now. Metal, for people out there, the feel for the NDC, you've always championed debate. What has changed this time?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, Rosalind. And a very good morning to yourself. Good morning to my fellow panelists here, and a good morning to our church viewers. And I bring you greetings from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. For all people in Greater Accra, John Dramani Mahama is starting Greater Accra today and tomorrow. Today, he's starting from Pampram to Punkantamaso, Tema East, and Tema Central. And then tomorrow, he'll do the other constituencies that are left. Rosalind, this argument about debate, and I was watching the current president very well, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, when he was talking about John Mahama debating Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. You can see the passion to which he was talking with. Ghanaians have been calling him for a long time to come and make a statement on the current state of Galamsey and the pollution of our water bodies, and he keeps dodging. But look at the passion to which he's calling John Dramani Mahama to debate Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. You could see when Nana is talking in recent times that he feels the wind of change that is blowing, and he knows that the NPP is going to lose the election. So he's just throwing anything out there to unsettle the John Mahama campaign, but it's not going to work. John Mahama is going to win the elections on the 7th of December. We are going to hold the NPP accountable. They are going to account for their stewardship within the 7 years. Yeah, I'm coming to the debate. Who are we going to debate? Who is John Dramani Mahama going to debate?
Is it not Dr. Mahmoud?
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Yeah. Both political parties' flag bearers are debating.
Dr. Mahmoud. Oh, yeah, but the two main political parties. Nana Addo is calling John Mahama to debate Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Yeah.
What's he going to debate Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia on? Why should NDC debate Dr. Bawumia? Why should Mahama debate Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia?
Why shouldn't
For somebody who has been consistently inconsistent with his own statement, for somebody who in his own statement has been very illogical with the reasoning on the economic indicators. Okay? There's a man in 2016, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who was touring the whole of Ghana and told Ghanaians that when the fundamentals of the economy is weak, the exchange rate is going to expose you. Now, somewhere in 2019, 2020, when Ghanaians put it to him, he says that it's not always when the fundamentals are weak that the exchange rate exposes you. Consistently inconsistent with his statement. It's not logical. And he expects John Dramani Mahama, who left the depreciation of the cedi at 4.2 Ghana cedis to $1 to you, that today you need about 17 Ghana cedis to get $1. You expect him to come and debate you on what? You are the head of the economic management team for Christ's sake, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Come and debate your own economic records. Come and debate your own speech. And I remember, prior to the 2020 elections, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, prior to 2016 elections, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia posed 170 questions to the then vice president, who was the head of the economic management team, the late Emisata. Why is if Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia indeed wants debate from any of the presidential candidates in this election, he should start by answering his own 170 questions that he posed to the late Emisata, the then vice president. The questions that he posed, some of them he talks about depreciation of the city. He talks about how much the NDC had borrowed. He talks about the number of taxes that the NDC has imposed on them, the people of Ghana. Yet you come to power and you impose about 14 new taxes. You impose new taxes. Even today, COVID-19 is no more a pandemic. But yet, under your stewardship as the head of the economic management team, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, where you are even aspiring as the leader of the NPP today as a flag bearer, you don't see any reason or logic to tell your presidents or advise them that they should scrap off the COVID levy. You don't see any reason, yet you are calling John Mahama to come and debate you. Debate you on what? You, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, as the head of the economic management team. Hospitals are complaining today that today they do not have primary medications to give to patients. Some patients lose their lives because they don't have these medications. Yet you are paying over $800,000 to Zipline to supply what? The medications are not there, you are supplying them. And you are telling us that you want John Mahama to come and debate you. Debate your own economic records. Look at where John Mahama left the economy. We left an economy where the public national debt was 120 billion Ghana cedis. Today, the public debt is about 760 billion plus. Debate that record. Come and tell us why we borrowed so much, that you've done little about it. John Mahama left you an economy that had a foundation of boosting infrastructure. Look at the health sector. Look at the renovation of the Ridge Hospital.
Isn't it quite strange that for you, in opposition today, you are saying these things because, like I said, you championed debate for so long. You championed 2008, you championed it in 2012, you championed it in 2016. You championed it even when you were in opposition in 2020. So when you say debate you for what you are saying is what they are going to debate you on. So why don't you just come and face them and let the people know that these are the things that you didn't do?
You don't debate a man that is consistently inconsistent with his own statements and his own records. A man that says this today and then says that tomorrow. Ghanaians will do Ghanaians a lot of the service because when you come to the table for debate, you are come to debate on ideas. And then you can't debate a man who himself is stuck in his own world, who says that an exchange rate at 4.2 Ghana cedis to $1, and today at 17 Ghana cedis, and he tells you that this economy is better than that.
That's an advantage. That's an advantage to you during the debate.
You're debating this man. You're debating this man for what? You know, I don't want to use certain adages, but then you know that as a rational person, you don't argue with people who are irrational.
A minute more.
You get it. As a rational person, you don't argue with people who
what's that supposed to mean?
So
wait, Ian Metal, please. For that, what are you talking about? Who is rational, who is not rational?
I'm talking about the fact that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has been very illogical, has been very inconsistent with his statements. And for somebody who is in his own world, who looks at the current economic indicators and tells Ghanaians, looks Ghanaians in the face, and tells us that these economic indicators are better than the better economic indicators. What was the unemployment rate under John Mahama? Under 170 questions that he posed to Emisata. He was talking about unemployment rate. Unemployment rate under John Mahama was 8%. Today, unemployment rate is about 15%. And you talk about the fact that what is John Mahama's statement on a policy like free SHS? What's the statement on a policy like Galamsey? Yeah. For God's sake, Rosalind, the NPP deliberately have decided not to hear, okay? Or they are following a particular communication blueprint. They decided not to hear about the policy alternatives that John Mahama is proposing. They keep telling us that what our policy that we are proposing. We've spoken about the 24-hour economy. We've spoken about the establishment of the National Women's Bank. Okay. We've spoken about the 1 million youth coders program and demand skills programs, etc. Right. And yet they do not hear.
Okay,
John
thank
Mahama,
you very much.
Who started progressive free SHS and says that he's going to make it better. They say they don't hear about it.
Let him make his point.
John Mahama has been what? He uses some big words, has been whimsical.
Okay.
John Mahama is not cancelling free SHS. He's come to enforce it and make it better.
All right, thank you very much, Iye Metununu. I know those of you at home, you've sent in so many messages, and of course, we'll read all your messages. Send it to us on 055. Please, I'm on air. Thank you very much, gentlemen. 055-157-5757, 055-15757. We'll read all your messages. If the messages are ready, I can read some of them, and then I come back to my guests for us to have the conversation. We'll also take a look at Galamsey, where the scientists are telling us that it will take 300 years or more to heal our land. Let's take a look at even the number of licenses that have been issued since 2017 till date. Quite alarming. 2017.
No wonder 2012 to
2017. I'll give you a breakdown of all the years, and you get to know who issued more.
No problem.
Yes. So maybe because of that, I think because of that, I'll take a look. We'll take a look at that. Okay. So in the year, over 2,000 mining and related licenses have been issued since 2017. Now, this is what has happened. When we take a look at it, total mining license issued since 1988 to 2025. So the license goes all the way to 2025. It's 2,250. Did you hear it? Opening.
Say that again.
Since 1988 to 2025, 2,250 licenses have been.
2025.
Yes.
Not in 2025.
No, so you know it will expire in 2025.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yes.
It's how many?
2,250. Now, I break it down. 1988 to 2008, they issued the first one. That's the first period.
Is this small scale license?
Yes, the license, yes. Total.
For the formal small scale?
Total.
Oh, my mining sector.
So in 2009 to 2016 was the second batch. And then 2017 to 2025 has been the third batch. Now, I want to break it down to you. 1988 to 2008, 40 license.
Wow.
1988
to 2008, 40. 2009 to 2016, 59.
False.
2017 to this is not me. I'm giving you records. It's not me.
False.
2017 to 2025, 2,151.
It's not true.
Okay. So this is not me. This is the record, what records are saying. Anyway, I'll read the messages and I'll come back to you. Oh, you can go on my Joy Online, please.
No, I disagree with my...
No, you can go on my Joy
Because the
Online.
Minerals Commission boss took a figure to Parliament, Okudjeto's committee. He was exposed.
2000.
Okay.
1,402.
All right, so I'll read a few messages. Good morning, everyone. Those who completed senior high school should consider John Mahama's free tertiary education policy and vote accordingly. Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman said she would establish a women's bank for our mothers. I believe strongly that our mothers will not disappoint Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman. Ghanaians must vote for change. John Mahama is the number 8. Abuchi Philip from Qatar. Good morning, Joy Prime. In 2016, did he super incompetent in Nana debate Mahama? Salman Faris from Tamale. Salma? Good morning, Joy Prime. JM and his people said free SHS senior high school is a policy under NPP was a scam. As a policy, okay. No single policy has been proposed and implemented under JM as a vice president and as a president. JM has been a president before. What are his records as a president? Sir Willie from Ketu South. Good morning, Roslyn. Please tell the NPP and NDC that me and my family are waiting for the debate to decide who to vote. Else, we are not going to vote on December 7th. Okay. Ajadu Wisdom said, good morning, Joy Prime. Please, I want to know that the president having problem, the same president who ran away from debate, telling someone to go for debate. Are we not seeing what NPP do and what NDC do? So the president to focus. Okay. So for us, you know, opening, I think for us, I'll bring you in as us because it's like political parties feel when they want to debate. Yeah. Why? Then cancel the debate.
It's not
or make it mandatory. Either you make it mandatory or you cancel it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Because we are hearing this too many times. If I feel like debating, I'll debate. If I don't,
It's not mandatory.
Anyway, good morning. Calling for a debate from the president is clueless. During your time, you were told to have a debate and you declined. And now you want your vice to have a debate with JDM. Oh, come on, from George Kaleo. Good morning, Joy Prime.
Rosalind, but, you know, this debate that the president is calling for, it cannot be between the two. It should be all presidential candidates.
Right.
It shouldn't be just the
Which
two.
I agree, 100%.
What are you trying to say?
That the
Let
others...
them bring Chemati, let them bring Nana from Poma, let them bring Cheddar, let them bring all of them.
Yeah.
And let's debate it, and let's see.
Even the United States, not done.
But please, I'm not talking about the United
but the
States.
United States
from
I live
existing
in
democracy.
Ghana. You can't be learning for existing democracy when we're in how the
Like what we are doing in Parliament now.
They should all debate. They are
Okay.
all standing to
Right.
for
Good,
presidential position.
good morning, Joy Prime. Ghana's politics is becoming toxic. What's Akufo-Addo is saying concerning debate? Akufo-Addo should tell Bawumia to debate the educational mess. Up till now, GS has refused to upgrade the deserving teachers. Nobody is interested in any debate. Our pocket standard of living is always debating. The government should rather focus on fixing the economic mess. Ghanaians are looking for solutions to the problems of incessant increase in utility tariffs, galloping inflation, increase in fuel prices, and the draconian taxes being imposed on the ordinary Ghanaian. Debates are important, but not at this time when the failure of the current government is so clear and glaring. Whether debate or no debate, JDM will surely be elected into office to salvage our broken economy. I know Georgia EC is in your studios. Georgia EC in your studios is clearly aware of how this government has failed, but he must do his master's bidding by defending these comments made by our president. It's really sad. Daniel Akpaliok from Sunday Map. Good morning to you and to your able panel on the issue of challenge being thrown by Akufo-Addo to His Excellency JDM to debate. Bawumia, I think, is unnecessary and okay. The NPP party will lose in 2024 election, no matter what, they will lose. This coming from Opidash. Good morning, I'm Opidash in Zama from Zama. Mahama will never ever debate Bawumia. 2016 and 2020, when Mahama called for the debate, Bawumia said Mahama should go and debate the market woman. So Bawumia also should go and debate the market woman. We then in Zama will vote against NPP for insulting Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Mahama all the way. God bless Mahama and the NDC. What do you say?
We have votes in
Okay. Good morning, Joy Prime. There is no need for any debate. Tell the NPP man to stop lying because I did not see anything this NPP governance did. The only thing is to steal our money.
What is the lie?
Good morning to you, exactly. I've been wondering what he said. Good morning to you and to your panelists. Ghanaians are keenly watching and listening to what Bawumia and his bosses are saying. They should give us a break as they go around without any message. Now, what prevented them from debating JDM 2016 and 2020, respectively? They are rather looking for fame from former President JDM. He's not going to debate these groups of criminals who have run down every sector of the economy. JDM is going around selling the good message to the good people of Ghanaians. Let's JDM and Honorable Anthony Mirankwa. Okay. Oh, somebody says you are struggling. Okay, let me say. Good morning, sister. What's wrong with Akufo-Addo? With all our problems, he cannot think of anything. Dollar is flying high and you want to debate. Do we eat debate? Is Galamsey over? What prevented him from debate in 2016 and 2020? He's, okay, so listen to me say, he's struggling to defend the indefensible.
Me?
You don't have,
Okay. Did my flow show I struggle?
No, okay, this one says, the way NPP government has messed up the country, we have 51 days more to election, and a whole sitting president is seriously after debate. It's very clear this NPP government has nothing to offer Ghanaians. Mr. Georgia Isi, what is Dr. Bawumia's position on Galamsey? Georgia Isi, I want to tell you that Bawumia owns a Galamsey site at Dunkwa. What proof do you have? I beg you. Please, we don't have proof. Why do you use 2 NDC men against 1 NPP man? Please, Lawyer Jantua always leaves his party and speaks for the NDC. Lawyer Jantua is a CPP person. He never spoke for the NDC, please. Akonsi Gariba from Tamale. Good morning. Today is me. me. So today is me. You are not watching. You just sent the message.
Yes.
Those who are saying that debating Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is not necessary, one day the NDC will chase the NPP for a debate and they will not get it. The NDC should stop the double talk and be consistent in a bit. Consistent a bit in our body politics. The NDC is now telling the Speaker of Parliament to declare some seats in Parliament vacant. What was the NDC position when Honorable Adwoa Safo left the Parliament of Ghana to overseas without permission? And what's the NDC position now about some parliamentarians? The NDC is not focused, but Dr. Alhaji Bawumia and the NPP are focused to win this year's election with the various developments that are going on in our communities. Vote for Dr. Alhaji Bawumia.
But wasn't the NDC against Adwoa Safo leaving Parliament?
Yeah.
They supported her to stay, didn't they?
Okay. So I have so many messages. I'll come back and read some of your messages. The messages are a lot. Whoa.
Shows people are watching.
People are really watching, and you can also send your messages. Let me take my
I have
next
another
topic.
data from My Joy Online.
Okay.
On the registration of companies. It's here, My Joy
Okay.
Online.
All right.
What Minerals Commission Chairman, CEO sent to Parliament,
Okay.
which was chaired by Okujeto himself.
Please go ahead and do it.
Yeah, thank you. My Joy
Because I
Online
also
is
have
here.
My Joy Online
yes,
here.
It's here.
Okay.
It's here. 1,402 by JF, as against 1,014 by this government. And it's broken down. 2012, 332. 2013, 283. 2014, 105 licenses were issued. 2015, 321. 2016, 361. 2017, 7. 2018, nil. That was the year we banned those things, okay? 2019, 103. 2020, 621. 2021, 11. 2022, 148. 2023, 38. 2024, 93. A total of 2423. My Joy Online.
Okay, good. Now, I'll read this to everybody out there. The issuance of mining and mining-related licenses in Ghana has garnered significant attention, reflecting the country's rich mineral potential and concerns over regulatory practices and illegal mining activities, also known as Galamsey. Now, this is what it says. According to data from the Ghana Mining Repository, 2,250 mining and mining-related licenses have been issued from 1988 to a starting period in 2025. I repeat, a data from Ghana Mining Repository. That's where it's coming from. Now, it further says, now these are the period analysis. The period analysis from 1988 to 2008, 40. 2009 to 2016, 59. 2017 to 2025.
2,151.
2,151.
Which is not fact.
So this is not coming from Ministry Mining Minerals Commission. It's not coming from it. This is coming from the Ghana Mining Repository. This is data there. So I have
And
cleared
yet
the
we
air.
have figures more than
So
what
I have
you
cleared the
there.
air.
No,
now
you
we all
haven't
know
cleared.
where this one is coming
It's
from.
all from My Joy Online. The
but
platform. Because
whatever
you
it
quoted
is.
My Joy Online.
Yes, but whatever it is.
And I'm giving
this
you,
is coming from.
this is data sent to Parliament of Ghana.
Yes, but this is what Ghana Mining Repository data is
And it's
saying.
not true.
And this is what we are using this
not
morning.
true.
So, Open
They have to
your
update
take on it,
their
please.
data.
No, so this was actually posted just yesterday on the 16th, actually. So for me, what did you say?
I said they have to update
They have to
their data.
Yours is from when? What date?
Minerals Commission.
What date? What date did you
recent.
read?
It was recent.
No, I'm just saying what
2
date.
weeks or
What date was
something.
it? Because the date is here. Mine is 16th of October, 2024.
I mean,
It was
let me
posted
get the
at
date for you.
4:09 p.m.
Let me get, they say My Joy Online
Okay,
portal.
please open your chance
Will
for
you?
your take on it.
It's here.
You see, the question...
Source, and October 8th, 2024,
Okay.
8:13 a.m.
Okay.
If it was even 5 licenses that were issued, the question is how mining has taken place.
That's good.
And between 2017 and now, mining on water bodies has extended. We never used to have it before.
Yes.
It's happened really in this period. Alluvial mining on water bodies has happened more in this period. But the question is, when it started, why didn't we do anything about it? President Mahama, when he was president, did we have mining on water bodies?
Yes.
I didn't see it.
Yes.
It actually started heavily in this administration.
It's not true.
That's when the Chinese came in, brought in a lot of shangba and started.
But Aisha one was Bahama's era. Aisha one.
2013, 2014.
So Aisha one was here.
Graphic
So
headline.
let's say that Mahama did nothing about it. When they came in 2016, 2017, and they saw it happen, what did they do?
So you still believe that
What
under
did they
Mahama,
do?
Aisha one was here, so it was still on.
Was she doing water bodies? That's
She was
the
still
question I
doing
want to ask.
Galamsey.
No, was she doing water bodies?
Wow.
Is Galamsey only on water body? No. Galamsey too is on land. Galamsey was here even in Kufuor's time.
Yeah.
We're doing it on land. We're doing it in water bodies. The issue is water bodies and forest reserves. That's where the issue is. Didn't they pass Act 2462? Wasn't it this government that passed it? Why did they pass that LI? For what reason? Weren't we supposed to save our forest reserves? Why did they allow mining in there? And why would the president come and stand on a platform and say Akunta mining is no more in forest reserves? Come on, a whole president. You have a member of your party mining in forest reserves, and you are happy to clap that he's no more in there. Did he not enter? And this community mining, don't you find some of them on our water bodies? Small-scale miners who have licenses, don't you find them on our water bodies? So for me, it's the water body situation. What did they do about it? They left it to ride. Even currently, when the opposition started, people going on strike, Ghanaians going on strike, what do you call it? Didn't it take organized media to push the president? Isn't it only when organized labor decided to go on strike that it has pushed him? Why? Yes, when he came in 2016, 2017, he put certain things in place, Operation Vanguard and all that. Did it work? It didn't. Now, he tried to define what he meant by he had put his presidency on the line. The other, I think in this statement he made, that what he meant was that it was a political risk in them losing constituencies. But, Rosen, let me ask you, when somebody says they put their life on the line, what does it mean? So far as I understand, what it means is that if I'm not able to achieve it, I get off. Isn't that what it means? Did he resign? He didn't. So for me, that was just political talk. And he should not try and define it and tell us that this is what he meant.
And he said in 2022 that because of that, they lost a lot of votes in the mining areas.
Yes, because his what you call it didn't work. The solutions that he put in place didn't work.
It's
Did
not
it
because
work?
he was fighting it?
Did it work? We are looking for results. Hasn't it increased? Hasn't mining on water bodies, hasn't it increased? When Professor Frimpong Boateng wrote the report, how long did he stay on his desk before he acted? Apparently, they say 2 years. Why? But let me say, this particular Galamsey issue is not a one-party issue. I keep saying it. It is a national issue where the president should have. Right now, he's calling for Mahama to ask him about his what do you call it on Galamsey. Don't you think if the president said, look, this particular issue is an issue that will affect all of us, everybody in Ghana, it will affect. It's a national issue. Let's have a national discussion on it. Call President Mahama. And if President Mahama declines to come, you have given him an olive branch to come and let's talk about it.
A minute's more opinion.
Did he do it? He's rather playing politics with it. Hitting necks and heads together when it's a national issue. Especially, I would have thought, when Otumfuo made that move in distilling some of his chiefs, that was a beeline for him to even call Otumfuo in and tell him, Otumfuo, what you've done is good. Let's see how we can get Ghanaians together to fight this problem because it's a national issue. And then bring everybody on board. If President Akufo-Addo were to bring everybody on board, you see the number of people who follow him. But he prefers playing politics because he feels his party can do everything. But he has shown, and his party has shown, they haven't been able to handle this economy well. And this economy doesn't mean international. This economy is the people's pocket. That is where they find their economy. They don't find it in the big inflation, disinflation.
their pocket.
Okay, I'll come back to you and ask you a question. Let me go to George Aisi. George, of course, it's quite alarming, and what Openyi said makes a lot of sense. Whether there's number of licenses or that number of licenses, that is not even where the concern is. The concern is, look at how the water bodies are today. Look at how, we are hearing from scientists that it will take over 300 years to even fix our destroyed soil. That is where the concern is for everybody.
Yeah, thank you. I'm happy you put data out. I also put data out on the same platform.
Yours is from minerals. Mine is from the repository.
Submitted to the parliamentary committee, which is chaired by Kujeto Abakwa Honorable, who himself put out falsehood in the public domain. And the CEO sought to verify. Again, I'm also, I disagree with lawyer when he said that the president didn't do anything, didn't involve the public. It's misinformation. It's blatant, deliberate misinformation to the public. He knows it. When the media all rose and went behind Nanado, when he lodged the fight on Galamsey from 2017. You get it?
It wasn't another.
So what? And the president takes it out. So what? And two, I'm telling you, I've said, no, I disagree. It was his vision. Let me tell you something. I've said it many times. In 2016, in the campaign passes, when he got to Cape Coast, in the middle of the night, he met the dons of academia in Professor Bonzi Simpson's house. I was there. Okay? And he virtually gave a lecture on his vision for the management of the land, water bodies, and co for the future generations. Okay? So it was his plan on how to protect our forest reserves and water bodies. And so when this fight began, he took it on. That's when he said he was putting his presidency on the line. Do you know what it means? It means there's the possibility he was going to lose the presidency. Okay? In this fight. And we saw the results. Okay? That's what he said. He paid the price. And I campaigned as Central Regional Secretary in 2018. When I went, that was the year there was the ban. Most of the people were asking me questions what I was going to do if I won to get the licenses restored for small-scale miners and all that. You get, so it was that's their livelihood. That's their mainstay. Now, let's come to the matter. It's true, the research.
Yeah, I like what you just said. Let me ask you a few questions on it. He said he was putting his presidency on the line. You said it reflected. However, if we look at 2020's elections, you didn't lose just in these mining areas. You even lost in more places that are non-mining areas than these mining areas. That's number one.
That's not our strongholds. We've always lost in some places which are not mining.
Why didn't you say that?
No, mining areas are our strongholds. What do you mean by when you do analysis? What are you talking about?
A million.
My strongholds. And the mistake
are you saying
of the
you didn't
people
lose in any stronghold of yours aside the mining areas? Is that what you're saying?
No, we are saying we lost more.
You lost.
Prestia Hundi Valley is our main stronghold. We lost it. Barbara TJC is not member of parliament.
So
we nearly even lost Takwansia.
So I'll ask you this.
And there are other places.
And this is what Ghanaians are saying.
Dentra West, we lost it. Central region. It's our stronghold.
Fair enough.
Please.
Now I ask you this. And this is what Ghanaians are saying. Is that the reason why we are not seeing the fight as we saw?
Yes,
that's the reason. Look, that's the reason. Look, let me tell you. When you are fighting aggressively, ruthlessly, and your opposition person is saying, I will allow you, goes to the pits, okay, to tell the people who will allow you to do it, I will free those who have been arrested. What do you mean? So that's where it comes in. National whatever, dialogue, whatever, is important. Okay? There's this proposition by Dr. Bamia or...
But you are in power. You are fighting Galamsey. The opposition goes to say...
Were we under...
Arrest the opposition.
Why should you arrest?
Why should you not?
Were we under the illusion?
You are arresting people who were in Galamsey. If anybody is in Galamsey...
that it was going to be a one-off fight? No. Okay? That industry, people's mainstay, that's where people's livelihoods are. And so people are going to resist. We were aware of that. But we persisted and went on.
And Ghanaians feel that the fight has gone down because...
And I disagree that it started in 2017. It's not true. The headline, newspaper 2013, 2014. In fact, one of them said we're going to import water into Ghana in 2014, March.
You have the document?
Headlines
Show it to me.
Yeah,
pull it for me.
my phone is gone. But
Oh,
these are there, 2014. Go
I don't have it though.
You have them. You have them.
Okay.
ISAP once issue.
ISAP once issue. The one I know I spoke about it.
Before we came to, I was in Ziama and Cobra River. Gone. Okay? Red. Pride River. All of them. Before 20, yes, 2009.
Pra was not red.
Pra wasn't red.
Pra was not red.
Pra wasn't red.
It's not factual. That is true. Pra was not red.
Pra wasn't red.
It's not red.
Pra wasn't red.
Pra was not red.
You were there.
Yes, you were fighting Galamsey. We understand you.
2013, 2014, 2015. Pra was red.
It wasn't red.
Come on.
Make your point.
Red was red.
It wasn't red.
Oh,
but make your point. It wasn't red. Even in 2020, even in 2020, let me tell you, the fact of the matter is that in 2016 to 20, from 2017 to 2020, Ghanaians will attest to the fact that the NPP government fought Galamsey. No two ways about it.
And we had challenges.
And we'll give you credit for that.
Challenges.
Water bodies, even as of 2020, were not red.
Yes. 2018, let me tell you, 2018, the water bodies were a bit better.
Yes, let me land.
Because in
2020, our water bodies were not red. 2020, our water bodies were not red.
Pra
was not red. Brim were not red.
They
were now changing colors.
Yes,
now it is red. That time it was like, okay, toning a bit. But we saw the fight.
Yes.
Now it's red. So how then do you tell us that in 2012, it was red?
It was red. It was red. That's when the 2013, 2014 headline. We'll be importing water. Look, I'll Google it when I finish. Don't worry. Now let's come to
please.
Oh, no.
I've given you 8 minutes out of this. I've given you 8 minutes. Open, you did 5. So please make your point.
You took the whole time.
It was just about...
Well, the researcher has done his research. It's important we look at it. It's important we look at it. And 323 years, he was talking about phytochemicals and all that. We need to look at it. It's worrying. The water bodies and co. How are we protecting and recovering our land going forward? As a nation, are we going to prescribe mining in whatever form? No. That is as far as we are concerned. Responsible mining, and that's why we brought community mining and all that, okay? So we need to look at it, and that's what Dr. Bawumia is saying. He's going to get the Ghana Survey Authority to do a proper survey to identify where the gold reserves are, so that we stop this try and error, and then we see ways to protect water bodies and forest reserves. Last one, Rosalie. Mining, I'm happy the law is being recalled to be repealed.
The LI 242?
But yes, in the mining gold district Takwa, where they are, is close to the Takwa township. It was once upon a time a forest reserve. Now it's a bare land. If you release a reserve for mining, it will go. You get it? So once we have protected forest reserves and we need to continue to do that.
Why did
and
you?
so once we have recalled this and we're going to repeal it, it's a good move.
Thank you very much, Mr.
But we need to protect. And last one, the water body. First Deputy Speaker has said something. It's worrying, but let's look at it. He says, let's adopt the shoot and kill on water bodies.
Yes.
Let's think about it.
I agree.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Metal.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Metal, no. Yes,
How's the old boy doing? How's the old boy doing?
Please make your point.
Yeah, Rosalind, Roger. All those issues on Galamsey and the conduct of the president is very sad. It looks like the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, is putting politics first before our very existence, something that threatens our very existence as Ghanaians. Why do I say that he's putting politics first? President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is the president of Ghana. He's the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. He's the one who appointed the head of the Minerals Commission. He's the one who appointed the IGP. He's the one who appointed the MMDCs. Okay? Now, there's something that is threatening our existence, that's Galamsey, the pollution of the water bodies. And your own government brought the LI that gave permission for people to mine in forest reserve. Everybody's complaining in Ghana. All politicians are complaining. The media is complaining. Civil society organizations are complaining. you, the president, who have the power to just declare a state of emergency. You look at the passion to which he's telling Ghanaians, when he's addressing Ghanaians, that what is the stance of an opposition leader who is campaigning to become president about Galamsey, which clearly tells you that the president does not want to do anything about the fight against this Galamsey, about the pollution of our water bodies. And there's evidence of the water bodies in 2017 and the evidence of the water bodies today. It's not even about the number of licensing that has been issued over the period. Because when you listen to the NDC manifesto, when you listen to the next president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, he does not say that he's going to ban mining. But what are we proposing? We are saying that, see, we issue licensing in Accra, at Minerals Commission, at the central point over here. But then the real mining is done at the municipal and the district assemblies, where they oversee. So what are we going to do? We are going to decentralize the issuance of the licensing over there. So that when we issue the license to you at the MMDC level, at the district level, we can also monitor and supervise that we gave you a license to go and mine in this particular area, you're mining there. But you don't sit in Accra and issue license, and then you expect the MMDCs, when they go around and they do their monitoring, the people tell you that they have license. But where exactly did you give them the license to mine? So one of the ways we are suggesting to be able to bring down this illegal mining and stop this Galamsey is to decentralize the issuance of licenses.
What will you do with regards to the number of licenses that have been issued within this short period?
Yeah, so most of them, we say we are going to investigate the kind of licensing. There are 5 types of license. You can give prospecting license, small-scale license, and all that. We're going to issue the type of license that will be given to you. Whether you're mining in those particular areas, you have to go to the municipal district levels so that they check the kind of license and then they know where you're going to mine. We're also proposing to establish a mining board, just like we have Cocoa Board, where all these small-scale miners, like especially in the communities, we are going to train them and issue them with licensing. We're also going to set up equipment financing scheme, where if you are trained as those people in the communities that do not have the monies to be able to finance the equipment, once you set up that scheme, they can come to the mining board and they will give them the equipment so they do responsible mining. We are not just giving you the licensing, we are not just training you and giving you issuance of the license. Then you go and use hard chemicals and other things to pollute our water bodies.
So what will happen to the people that use these chemicals to pollute our water body?
We're going to ban them. We're going to prosecute them. We are waging a ruthless war on people who are polluting the water bodies. We are banning completely all mining on water bodies or areas close to water bodies.
Currently it's been banned.
Yes, we are banning completely. That's in our manifesto. And it's not something
it's been banned now.
Yeah, it's been banned now, but the water bodies are still being polluted. And I'll say something in furtherance to what I said. We are also going to make sure that, because sometimes it's not necessarily that the people are mining on the water bodies, but sometimes the people are mining in areas that is not too close to the water bodies, but then they are washing and then it comes straight to the water bodies. So apart from banning people mining on water bodies, we're also going to ban people mining around water bodies and then inspect and make sure we supervise and make sure that nobody is directing their waste products after mining into the water bodies over there. So it's not just about banning people mining on water bodies. These are progressive, pragmatic measures that the NDC is proposing. We're also proposing that, see, when the last tree dies, the last one dies. So most of our forest reserves that have been depleted, we are going to embark on an aggressive campaign and a project to make sure that we replant the trees in our depleted forests. We're also going to make sure that the blue water agenda, all our polluted water bodies, and it's going to cost us a lot of money. We are estimating that it's going to cost us about 300 million Ghana cedis plus. Because
it's not dollars, though.
Yeah, $300 million plus to be able to clean these water bodies. Because if we don't take care of the 300 years that the specialist is talking about, the environmentals, it can be. But then when we put in much effort and then we ban completely and then we invest more into that, we can achieve that within a short possible time. Clearly, we can see that now the Danko Akufo is not interested. They think that they lost most of those constituencies where the mining is going on because of the arrest of those people. But our point has always been simple. See, Rosalind, you go to the Galamsey sites, you meet the poor, vulnerable people who are in the Galamsey pits. They do not have money to buy the equipment. They do not have money to finance the Galamsey operations over there. And then you arrest them. And then the kingpins who are engaged in the Galamsey, the kingpins, you leave them.
So for you are saying they shouldn't be arrested?
I'm not saying they shouldn't be arrested. So that's what we're saying, that, see, at the time they're arresting these people, okay, at the time they're arresting these locals, somebody like Aisha One was arrested around that same time. And then she was granted some form of, I don't know whether I should call it amnesty or some form of excuse. And then they secretly took her out of Ghana. But at the same time, our locals, the Ghanaians, who engaged in that same thing, who were caught over there, were prosecuted. So at that point, he said, but why do we do this to our people? And then the main people who are financing the illegal mining, they will leave them. Professor Fimpong in his report clearly showed us the people who are engaged in this Galamsey. Anas Arimi Yao, Anas, an investigative journalist in Ghana, in his expose, gave us video evidence of people who were sent to go to Galamsey site to fight illegal mining, taking money from them. So if we sit down and say we don't know the people who are engaged in these illegal minings, and then the real people financing the campaign, the people who are influencing them to do those things, and we leave them and we arrest the locals, what are we saying? They did not lose. I also Okanko enough. Where Honorable Teresa Wuni, Laja Wuni in Accra won. It's a stronghold of the NPP. But then they lost that seat. They lost Lejokuku, Dr. Bernard Okoboy, who is a darling boy of the NPP. They lost the seat. They lost most of the seats. So they lost the seats because of their incompetence. It's not because of the policies that the NDC gave them in mining. And IEC sits here on national television and tells us that in 2016, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo met a group of people in Central Region and was professing his manifesto policies of mining to those people. See, you don't go and talk in the open air. If you want to do anything, just like we've done today, it's captured in our manifesto. It wasn't captured in our manifesto. We 2016 manifesto. Clearly, I can tell people of Ghana, the NPP are putting politics first. That is going to threaten you and I, our own existence.
Thank
you.
You
said you won't do anything.
You gave up.
We are. I told you.
You gave up. Gentlemen, it's okay.
You fought it. You gave up.
I told you what we are going to do.
Gentlemen, thank
and
you.
2016, you gave up.
Like that.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Central Regional Minister, and then Inu Safuseni.
During our time, the water bodies.
They gave up.
The result is the water bodies.
No.
I've told you.
Mr. EC, please. Thank
what
you
I said.
2014. I'll give you evidence. I'll give you evidence.
Where Galamsey is concerned, this is the type of
evidence.
This is the type of argument we don't want. Why? It's a national issue. But the other side of it, why these arguments don't help, this banter doesn't help, is that it creates jobs.
Yeah.
It creates jobs in the rural areas. There's money in mining. There's money in mining gold.
That's what
Why can't we? And I would have wished that all flag bearers would tell the Ghanaian people that once we come in, whether it's MPP, NDC, CPP or all, once we come in, we are going to have a national discussion how we make mining profitable in terms of creating jobs. The MPP came in with the mandate of creating jobs. Couldn't they have streamlined this kind of mining since 2017? The people won't stop in the rural areas. They won't stop mining gold, mining alluvial gold. They would not stop. So why don't we put it in a better form where we can monitor? You see, and that is where the challenge is, where we can monitor it and monitor it well.
Okay, thank you very much. Today the messages are so many. I know we have over 800 people who are currently tuned in online watching. Good morning to you all, and to you who have sent in your messages. This segment is probably brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Still full prepare for whatever gadgets you are looking for. Make sure you go to Franco Trading Enterprise because they have authentic gadgets for you, whether mobile phones, television set. They have all of them. You can visit any of the shops. You can download the app on your phone, which is Franco Trading app, or for further enquiries, you can visit our website, www.francotradingenterprise.com. Franco Trading Enterprise, still phone prepare for. So I read some messages. This one says that the image shows the quality of water in 2016 and 2024. Okay, so he wants me to show the quality of water. So it says, read my messages. Okay, so this one says, good morning. JM said if he had 2 billion Ghana cedis, he won't blow it on free senior high school. So I ask, if he becomes president next year and the cost of free senior high school goes beyond 2 billion, what will he do as president? Metal Nunu Jr., this is a question for you. Nanado kept his presidency on the line in the fight against Galamsey in 2018 and 2019. JM chose to put his presidency on cancellation of teacher trainee allowances. Mr. EC, please. Good morning, Roslyn, and your respected gentleman, Karim Starboy from Tema. Respectfully, tell Mr. EC to stop the giggling and the laughs when it's 10 for his colleagues, panelists. They are talking. Oh. Good morning to Lawyer Jantua, Mr. EC. Okay. Good morning. Hey, good morning, Nedosupa. Good morning to you all. All right. Good morning, Joy Prime. Tell Mr. EC to stop. Okay, those mining areas they claim they lost were all won by Nanado. This is from Samuel Nasi. Okay. Ooh. So losing, this one says, good morning, Madam Hostel, the NPP communicator, debate on what? Not everything he should defend. Moses from Nigeria. So losing election is important. It be this NPP communicators think we Ghanaians are fools. He should stop that. 2024 is around the corner. You mean the elections, eh? It's around the corner, December. Don't worry. Al-Hassan Cisse from Zenu Central says, good morning, Rosalind, to your panelists, especially EA Metal Nunu. JDM will not debate Baumia today nor tomorrow. Ekufuado and Baumia should explain to Ghanaians why the dollar is where it is. Baumia should explain to us why we are buying cement at 100 Ghana cedis, 50 grams of rice at 1,000 Ghana cedis, and stop the comedy about debates. Good morning, Madam Rose. Its implementation of policies means active policies. Look at all the policies they claim they have implemented. None of them is active, even their so-called free SHS. Look at how it destroyed our education. Please, not again. Sadat from Wa. This one says, I am Opidash from Nzima. I'm really ready to debate Baumia. Mahama will never ever debate Baumia. Please tell the MD. Okay. Hi, R. Hey, who's calling me R? 8 years for next NDC government is for sure. Mahama will deal with Galamsey and finish up the cathedral. Oh, Mahama, thou art the son of God, destined to lead Ghana to deal with the catastrophe caused by Naumia or Baumia. Okay, vote 8 and break the 8, says Wise. Dear Joy Prime, let George, where is it? So let George know that, okay. No. Musa Abatoa says President Ekufuado's recent comments calling for John Mahama to debate Dr. Baumia is unfortunate and appears hypocritical. Similarly, in 2020, JM called for debate. He said he's not interested in counterproductive venture. So what has changed? With the help of Julius Debra, JM is focused to deliver 24-hour economy to create sustainable jobs, which is going to be a game changer for Baumia should debate. So Baumia should debate Malik Basintali. So I'll take just one. Madam Host, please, where do you get your facts from, please? So where from this one? Okay. I don't think Mr. Jantwa and her sister... This one, I don't know. Sometimes when you people are sending your messages, send the right messages. All right, so this all-time will permit us for these
no bites.
Yeah, so we are going to take your final comments. I'll start with you, Mr. Open your final comments.
My final comments.
Yes, please.
On this.
Yes.
We did not go into the soil and
we went. You didn't.
In terms of
the research,
the time it takes.
The 300 years.
300 years.
The soil and water bodies. I understand it's more than even 300 years. For me, I think Galamsey is a national issue. 2, I don't think one political party can solve the Galamsey issue. I think it has to be on a national basis where everybody follows what the national discussion brings out. And I think it has to be that way because MPP will bring a policy out on it. NDC will not agree to it. CPP will bring a policy out, will not agree. And it's everywhere. This affects everybody, even the unborn, even our Ghanaian citizens who are living abroad through the food. It affects everything we do. So let's please have a national debate on it. Once the election is over, let's have a national debate on it. And thirdly, it creates jobs. Let's see how best we can structure Galamsey to create jobs. But, Rosalind, one thing. This new thing new fight that they took the army in, was there a structure to it? Once the army left, haven't they gone back?
Yeah, they've gone back.
So I believe that, if for nothing at all, the local security in the districts, the RECSEC and those, they should take control of it. And the president should at least call them to Flagstaff House, give them the control so that when the army leave, they are there still fighting it.
Okay.
They've gone back with the champagne, haven't they?
All right, Rupi. I'll come to you. Yes.
Yeah, Rosalind, my final words to the people of Ghana is that we have 51 days more to the elections on the 7th of December. We should all look at our current situation economically. We should look at our current situation when it comes to infrastructure within our localities, when it comes to roads, when it comes to hospitals, when it comes to access to good drinking water, when it comes to our pockets, our purchasing power. Today, a bowl of kinky is about 7 Ghana cedis. You buy fish, about 15 Ghana cedis. You buy pure water sachets, the bag, about 12 Ghana cedis. And then you compare to 2016. Clearly, we are not in normal times. And we need a man that has done it before. We need a man that we can trust, not a joker. And our surest ways to vote John Dramani Mahama. Let's look for the umbrella on the ballot, both presidential and parliamentary. Greetings to my MP, Honorable Benjamin Aiku. And we're having a health screening today at Pineapple. So I'll be dashing there later this morning.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Isi.
Yeah.
The final words, please.
Wanzawe, thank you. The Ghanaian people, this fight is important. The renewed one is in collaboration with the small-scale miners. And so I think there's going to be some progress on it. It's strictly water bodies and forest reserves. And let's sustain it. This government believes there should be proper streamlining of the mining sector. We don't think we should prescribe mining in this country. No. That's how come we've made propositions for how to restructure it. There's community mining, the intellectuals are involved, research is teaming up with industry, and so that's what we are going to do going forward. On issues of the economy and coal, look, the cocoa farmer today, 1 bag of cocoa can buy him 27 bags of cement. 1 bag then under JM could buy him only 16 bags. Look at it, reflect. Road infrastructure, hospital infrastructure, the people of Akontombra looking at me, they know what this government has done for them. We have set the path going. JM couldn't manage allowances, simple allowances. Can he sustain free SHS? Food for thought. Let's think about it. Let's collectively work to push the frontiers of our development forward.
Rosalind, a quick one. Rosalind, a quick one.
When it comes, we come back. Because when it comes, we come back.
A quick one. The 800,000 that the government is going to find money for the drought in the north, that is nearly 2-point-something billion. Have they paid anything to the Keta flat?
Anyway, this is all time will permit us for the News Flash segment. Thank you so much for sticking and staying with us all the way from 6 a.m. till now. We have more segments that will be coming your way. You don't have to tune out at all. Today, we are going into relationship conversations and the things that you have to know before you actually get married. You have to get to know, thank you very much. You have to get to know all of that. So stay glued to your television set. Up next is What's Trending with Esiedua Akomia. And then we'll have sports with Nathaniel Atto. And of course, we'll have other conversations as well. A happy birthday to you, Jeriel Aiden Kwao of Christ Ambassadors School of Excellence. May God bless your new age and many more beautiful years and lots of love from your mommy, your daddy, Adriel and Dariel. Happy wonderful day, Jariel. Have a wonderful day. So this all time will permit us. We'll take a quick break on this note. We'll be back again with What's Trending. My name is Rosalind Fairley, and my guests have been Openyi Kwame Jantua Esquire, who represented the CPP. Thank you very much, Openyi Kwame Jantua. E. Metal Nunu Jr., who represented the NDC. Yes. And Mr. George Aisi, who represented the NDP. Thank you very much, gentlemen.